Hello guys! Support us and subscribe to our channel. Give likes and write comments. Today we will read exciting adventure about Jack's travels. Well, let's get started. One sunny day, a young adventurer named Jack set out on a journey to explore a mysterious island. As he sailed across the crystal blue waters, he couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and wonder. When Jack finally arrived at the island, he was amazed by the lush green forest and sandy beaches that stretched out before him. He spent the day exploring the island, climbing tall trees and swimming in the cool streams. As the sun began to set, Jack realized he needed to find a place to sleep for a night. He remembered hearing about a hidden cave on the island that was said to be home to a treasure. Jack set out to find the cave, and after a few hours of searching, he finally came across it. The entrance was hidden behind a thick curtain of vines, but with a little bit of effort, Jack was able to push his way through. As he entered the cave, he was greeted by a faint glow that seemed to be coming from deeper inside. Jack followed the light until he came to a large chamber filled with sparkling jewels and gold coins. Overjoyed at his discovery, Jack scooped up as much treasure as he could carry and made his way back to his ship. As he sailed back home, he couldn't stop thinking about all the amazing adventures that lay ahead. After his successful treasure hunt on the mysterious island, Jack was eager for his next adventure. He had always dreamed of sailing around the world, and he finally had the means to do it. So, with a gleam in his eye and a spring in his step, Jack set off on his journey. He visited exotic lands, met interesting people, and experienced all sorts of amazing things. In the bustling streets of Bangkok, he sampled spicy street food and haggled with merchants in the market. In the ancient ruins of Rome, he marveled at the impressive architecture and listened to stories of gladiators and emperors. And on a small island in the Caribbean, he learned to salsa dance and enjoyed the laid-back island lifestyle. But Jack's journey was not without its challenges. One day, while sailing through the Pacific Ocean, his ship was caught in the fierce storm. The winds howled and the waves crashed, tossing the ship around like a toy. Jack worked tirelessly to keep the ship afloat, and after what seemed like an eternity, the storm finally passed. Despite the danger, Jack refused to give up on his dream of sailing around the world. And as the sun set on the horizon, he couldn't help but wonder what other adventures awaited him on the high seas. After surviving the fierce storm in the Pacific Ocean, Jack continued his journey around the world. He visited many more amazing places and had many more exciting experiences. In the beautiful city of Paris, Jack sampled delicious pastries and walked along the Seine River at sunset. In the wilds of the Amazon rainforest, he learned about the unique plants and animals that lived there and helped out at a local conservation project. And on a remote island in the Indian Ocean, he scuba dived among colorful coral reefs and swam with dolphins. As Jack traveled, he also encountered a variety of interesting characters. He met a wise old man in China who taught him about the power of meditation, a kind-hearted woman in Africa who showed him the beauty of traditional dance, and a fearless adventurer in Australia who taught him how to surf. Despite all the amazing things he saw and did, Jack never forgot about the treasure he had found on the mysterious island. He knew that it would always be a special part of his journey, and he was grateful for the exciting adventures it had led him on. As Jack sailed back home, he couldn't wait to share all of his stories and experiences with his loved ones. He knew that his journey around the world had been the adventure of a lifetime, and he was already planning his next one. After returning home from his journey around the world, Jack couldn't wait to plan his next adventure. He had always dreamed of climbing the highest mountain in the world, and he was determined to make that dream a reality. So, with his backpack packed and his climbing gear ready, Jack set off on his journey to Mount Everest. The climb was tough and the conditions were harsh, but Jack was determined to reach the top. As he made his way up the mountain, Jack encountered all sorts of challenges. He braved fierce snowstorms and battled altitude sickness. He had to overcome his own fears and doubts, but he never gave up, and eventually he reached the summit. The view from the top of the world was breathtaking. Jack couldn't believe that he had actually made it. He had climbed the highest mountain on earth and achieved his lifelong dream. As he descended the mountain, Jack couldn't wait to share his incredible accomplishment with the world. He knew that his journey up Mount Everest would always be a special part of his adventures, and he was already planning his next one. To be continued. Thank you! Learn English with us easily and fun. Support us and subscribe to our channel. Give likes and write comments. Watch new videos on our channel every day. See you soon and bye-bye.